Hello everyone, and welcome to my CBS Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sheila notes that Taylor rejected Deacon and married Ridge. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila Carter will recognize that she has the ideal strategy to persuade Deacon Sharp that he has no real future with Taylor Hayes. Sheila will brag a little on stage now that Deacon has acknowledged that Taylor turned down his marriage proposal. Taylor will tell Deacon that she had no trouble walking down the aisle to Ridge Forrester on multiple occasions. Deacon, on the other hand, will present an alternative perspective and pretend that getting married to Ridge would make anyone uninterested. Deacon won't consider this to be a deal-breaker, but Sheila will see it as evidence that he won't have the precise next chapter he had in mind with Taylor. Sheila won't be entirely convinced by Deacon's claim that being with Taylor is sufficient, according to Spoilers. Sheila may even begin to wonder whether this will provide her an opportunity to get Deacon back. Sheila will have to adjust to life without Deacon while he maintains his commitment to loving Taylor for the time being. Even though Sheila is aware that Taylor will not wed Deacon, this does not mean she will give up on the possibility of seeing him again in the future. Given that Ridge appears prepared to proceed with the new youth line, it appears that RJ and Elector Forrester will receive some incredible news. With his designs, RJ hopes to make a big impression and establish a solid reputation in the fashion industry. Naturally, RJ believes they can achieve great things together and wants to make Electra a fashion celebrity as well. Melissa Dillon will quickly defend herself at the beach home and get Will Spencer to support her. However, Katie Logan Spencer, Heather Tom, will continue to believe that Dillon is more interested in power and money than in Will's love. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Dillon will summon reinforcements in the upcoming episodes, which means her mother, Darcy Dillon, will soon be involved. Who or what has Dillon been hiding from? Next week's spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint to Melissa Dillon having a difficult few days. Dillon will be forced to call her mother Darcy in for backup before the end of the week. Previews indicate that we will finally learn more about Kelly Sullivan's enigmatic daughter when her character shows up. Dillon hasn't called her mother for assistance for this long. Instead of calling her mother to ask for money, she even ate from a dumpster. Spoilers for Bold and Beautiful hint that following another encounter with Will Spencer's mother, Dillon will be so outraged that she will eventually call Darcy Dillon for backup. Katie Spencer will interrupt Dillon and will this week on Bold and the Beautiful. When Katie finds out that her son just had sex with Dillon, she will be devastated and go on a rampage. Katie will call Darcy to Los Angeles to assist once she has finished calling Dillon every insulting term imaginable. August 28th is Kelly Sullivan's first scheduled appearance on Bold and Beautiful. The episode's gloomy spoilers hint that Dillon must face her past. Any rational person would have returned home instead of eating out of a dumpster, thus it is obvious that Dillon has been avoiding her family and home for months. At last, we will discover why. Facing her past is a bit ambiguous. Did her relatives break off contact with her for some reason? What did Dillon do that was so awful? What do you believe Dillon has to confront and what aspects of her background have she been concealing? Huge Steffi, Finn, and Carter clue spotted by fans, was their scandal right in front of them? All this time, it was in front of us. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, viewers have discovered this peculiar aspect of the soap opera, and many are questioning why they haven't spotted it sooner. For all the information you require, continue reading below. It appears that the characters of Finn, Carter Walton, and Steffi Forrester have all been utilized to promote the soap opera on Paramount+. Since they are the three most prominently featured characters, it is almost as though they are the major characters. For those who have been paying attention, however, Steffi had an inebriated sexual encounter with Carter, even though he is the husband of her best friend Daphne. You read correctly, she had an affair with Carter Walton in order to cheat on Finn. Yes, this is the same person who berates others for their choices, but she recently had an affair with the husband of her best friend Daphne. To put it plainly, Steffi won't accept accountability for her recent actions and will probably find a way to place the blame elsewhere. After all, isn't it simply how she does things? Steffi is going to end up pregnant with Carter's baby, and Steffi will go away because the actress is pregnant in real life and Carter will adopt the baby. That's my prediction, some commenters even said. I'd call it foreshadowing, but we all know Brad Bell makes this stuff up 5 minutes before time to film, remarked another critic. I always wondered why they chose this grouping to advertise the show, but now it's perfect, was another comment. On the other hand, fans of B&B will just need to watch every single day to find out what will happen next. Sheila gets back in touch with Deacon, Dylan gets exposed, and Katie blows up. This is a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. Today's episode features a reunion between Sheila Carter and R.J. Forrester. Melissa Dillon is also exposed. Ridge Forrester is visited by R.J. and Electra Forrester. They possess a solution to remove the Logan stain from Forrester Creations. The young man informs his father that Hope Logan Spencer's departure has resulted in the elimination of the youth line. What about Electra taking over as FC's young line's new face? Ridge is unsure about Brooke Logan Forrester's possible response. According to RJ, this is crucial for the business. The family legacy must be preserved. RJ wants to use Electra as the focal point of his brand. Their goal is to make her a worldwide celebrity. Ridge finds all of RJ's charts impressive. According to RJ, Electra is a Forrester as well. Ridge is unsure. RJ keeps speaking. Will Spencer awakens beside Dylan in bed. She still has flawless hair and no bedhead. Dylan raves about Will's manliness. Dylan is a huge admirer. His mother doesn't think she's cool, but Will does. Will claims that his mom is protective. Dylan takes a shower. Will prepares breakfast. Katie Logan Spencer enters. Katie believes there are other people. It's not a good time, according to Will. Katie is curious as to who he is concealing. She's hoping it's Electra. Dylan appears with Will's shirt on. This is unbelievable to Katie. Katie believed her son was in love with Electra. Will reiterate everything. Katie believes Will never be able to move on from Electra with Dylan. The girl declares her love for Will. Katie inquires about her intentions. Dylan claims that her motivation comes from her heart. How poetic, huh? Katie is curious about Dylan's true desires for Will. Sheila takes Deacon sharp by surprise. The woman talks about Monaco. Deacon was fully informed of the trip taken by Sheila and John Finnegan. Sheila claims that her miracle did not come. She continues to hope that Finn and Steffi can reconcile. Sheila inquires, how are things going with Taylor Hayes? Deacon believes she is coming to discuss her own problems. Sheila expresses her wish to have a relationship with Finn, but this is really a pipe dream. Sheila continues to accrue losses. Despite the fact that he left her for another woman, she still loves him. Deacon expresses regret for what transpired with Taylor. They concur that they created some amazing moments. According to Deacon, they are not getting married. Taylor turned down his offer. Sheila is unable to comprehend. Post your opinions in the space provided for comments below. To see what happens next, don't forget to continue watching the soap opera on CBS or Paramount+. Carter's Steffi pregnant, is their affair covered by a secret surrogacy lie? Spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that Carter Walton and Steffi Forrester Finnegan may soon need to devise a cover story. The week of the event, their secret will be revealed, and they will need to come up with some solutions. Could Steffi be pregnant as a result of their one-night stand? This isn't the first time Steffi has cheated on John Finnegan while intoxicated, but the last time was while they weren't married. Steffi and alcohol don't get along when she's upset. After getting wasted and having a sensual night together, she and Liam Spencer were married. She was also pregnant at the time, after Finn pardoned her. At first, they were unsure if Hayes Finnegan belonged to Finn or Liam. This time, however, there are clear reasons why there won't be any doubt as to who the baby's father is, and the two will need to come up with a swift explanation for Steffi's pregnancy. They have a ready-made explanation, a covert surrogacy arrangement, but it will require some backpedaling. Carter and Steffi have been fighting about Steffi keeping their one-night stand a secret, while Daphne Rose Walton, Steffi's best friend, is unable to conceive. Carter insists that it is impossible for Steffi to confess her infidelity to Finn in order to absolve herself of her guilt. Even worse, Ridge Forrester, Steffi's father, interrupts one of these discussions, and it's unclear how much he heard. After learning that Sheila Carter was there, Steffi went home from Monaco, leaving Finn behind. Daphne had left Carter because she was unable to conceive. However, everything changes when Steffi becomes pregnant just a few weeks later, and she and Carter must devise a cover story. It may be hard to explain a surrogacy agreement to their spouses, but it's not as hard as admitting they slept together while intoxicated. One major issue is resolved, at least for Carter and Daphne: the unborn child Steffi is carrying will be theirs. It might be a little more challenging for Finn and Steffi, though. How does she persuade him that the artificial insemination did not occur at the hospital where he works? Does this situation even fall under HIPAA regulations? Dylan's mother is blown away by Wyatt? A few months ago, Wyatt Fuller made a comeback to The Bold and the Beautiful, and he is still single. This may be the longest Darren Brooks's character has ever been unmarried. A blind item revealed that a new woman would be arriving in town and capturing Wyatt's attention when the soap opera brought him back this summer. What if Dylan's mother is the new woman in town? When Wyatt landed in Los Angeles, the B&B writers truly had no one to match him with. Because of this, viewers of the soap opera were certain that he was having an affair with Shauna Fulton, Denise Richards, the mother of his ex. However, there doesn't appear to be anything going on between them. Every woman Wyatt ever had a romantic relationship with on the soap opera is now married to someone else. Although Dylan's mother's age hasn't been disclosed on the daytime soap opera, she appears to be about the same age as Will's mother Katie. As everyone knows, Wyatt was set to wed his stepmother and never had an issue with partnerships involving people of different ages. It's interesting to note that Wyatt has spent the last few weeks participating in the plot involving Will Spencer and Dylan. He has been offering his younger brother support and dating guidance. Spoilers for Bold and Beautiful indicate that Darcy Dillon will head straight to Logan as soon as she gets to Los Angeles. She would naturally want to meet the adult mother who was gushing about her daughter. Elektra wants Will to live with a decision that she hasn't yet come to terms with. Will and Elektra, the former lovers, are no longer together. Elektra decided she didn't want anything to do with Will after he punched Eric and kept secrets about Logan. Will still has feelings for Elektra even if they are no longer together. Will attempted to strike up a conversation with his ex during a recent encounter at the Bikini Bar, inquiring about RJ and his job. Will was dismissed by Elektra, who said it was time for them to live apart. Will was the target of Elektra's remarks, but she might want to heed her own counsel. Elektra wants Will to remain out of her life, but she can't resist interfering with his. Elektra has approached Will and Dylan because she is unhappy with their relationship. She even expressed her dislike of Will's new lady during their recent talk. When it comes to living up to her words, Elektra is demonstrating the Forresters' hypocrisy. Elektra needs to learn to let go if she is adamant on living apart from Will. That's easier said than done, though. She was the one who set the rules during Will and Elektra's relationship, particularly with regard to Dylan, their roommate. Elektra still tries to control Will's life, but she is unable to do so now that the couple is no longer together. Elektra's meddling in Will's life after their split isn't motivated by jealousy or her continued love for him. It has to do with her refusing to acknowledge the truth of their breakup. Will and Elektra are free to date anybody they like now that they are not together. Will is already making an effort to move on, but Elektra isn't, even though RJ most likely hopes she would. Elektra may see that their relationship is finally gone when they move on with Dylan. This implies that neither Will nor Elektra will be a part of each other's lives. If Elektra is genuine about her and Will, she will have to accept this bitter pill.